looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it. If there is aught you wish to know of vacation, very well. There is no, but I shan't take up any.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
I can imagine no one better to lead the vanguard than you, Master.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I'd go and search for him myself, only I'm not afraid of monsters. But 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. Right. In we go.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Perhaps this has no bearing on the matter, but might I add, we've traveled for some time without a mage in our party.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be evade.
Come along. Norbert ought to have gone down this path.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us. Seems naught ever goes right.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
master is a changeable sort, making a careful search one moment and charging recklessly into battling the next.
Very true. I know just what you mean.
Don't like it.
Freshly rested as we are, that ought to be enough.
We must not let down our guard.
Seems naught ever goes right.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
You have my protection. Nicely done.
Come, follow my soul.
I could dance a jig for joy. I'd thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
Let us take every precaution that we might see our charge delivered safely.
What is it? Got a question about my training regime? Suppose that was an unlikely guess. None took to the training like you did. Open to enlist? No. A pity. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. You'd seem like you'd be fit for battle, even if I'd have called upon you on the morrow. Apologies for assuming. We've had fewer folks looking to enlist of late, and I'm hungry for recruits. Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beast-ridden. At the very least, I'd like to provide some decent training to the soldiers we have now. Easier said than done, especially when the weapons we were promised have yet to arrive. Tisn't like to boost their morale having rusted steel to train with. What I wouldn't give for some decent weapons and a soldier to act as an example. Someone with motivation to grow. That'd light a fire under them, I reckon. Mayhap you could aid us. I know 'tis much to ask of anyone, let alone a stranger, but what else am I to do? Much appreciated. We'd welcome what you can spare.
Sir Baron's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military.
That's it!
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
We ought to proceed with caution.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new...
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. And I was right. Mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. We managed to save Norbert. Perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Never again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
The If Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say. Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? If you would be... so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
You have my support.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak.
That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Truly?
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. Villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master. Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once...
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete.
That was certainly worthwhile.
A job well done.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
This is just what I needed.
Time to get back to work.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Now here's a welcome sight.
What should I do?
If I could, I'd never leave.
Now, where was I headed?
All this worrying's giving me an ache.
Cast off the stresses of the day.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Well, you ought to not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
Well met, sir.
That's quite enough.
I've
is
never
an
heard
outrage.
such nonsense.
What to do?
Fire upon you! Dare say I could forget all my troubles here. Been a while since I heard a good story.
Now, where was that bound again? Well, more places like this.
Hard to make anyone
Fine
smile
place
in
to
these
ponder the
trying
higher
times.
mysteries, this.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
Day of
all met. Looking to make a purchase? Hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet...
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
'Tis rather peaceful here, isn't it?
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Excellent. I could have done no better. Well said.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Danced in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
Any further harm to come to you.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. It was a glorious success.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. Sunset draws near.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant. Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. This is generally used as a material.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is... All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
We've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
It is your decision whom we travel with, Master.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste the steam.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have... Pray, call upon me again another time.
I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.